everyone. Here we go again with some more dragons talk in the Dark Arisen. As you can see, we made it back to Khazad. Did quite a bit of fighting on the way back. So first thing we're going to do today is unlock bloody fast travel, because mercy. Those poor support pawns we had with us. They had a rough go of it. They were dropping left and right. I'm shocked Katarina doesn't have bloody Nexus on her. Inclinations at this point. She's actually staying fairly packed there. Which means you have a Hydra to fight, but before that, let's go ahead and knock this quest over. Saurians, lizardmen, whatever you want to call them. Oh, well, at least these regular base version are weakest eyes. Fire does well against them as well, but since they're typically wet, they'll have a bit of a resistance to it. But it also makes them even more vulnerable to ice. Just a moment. Okay, whip out my lantern so we can see. Do we have a quest to kill rats? We do. That'll be easily completed. Oh, one thing that I have not mentioned at this point about magic shields is, unlike fighter shields, the enchanted ones, of which I think there are only two. Well, that's unfortunate. They don't work like you might expect them to. So an enchanted weapon, for example, for all intents and purposes, it's just like you casted a buff on it for whatever element it's permanently enchanted with. The difference is it just lasts indefinitely, and of course can be temporarily overwritten by one of those buffs. But regardless, what the weapon does is each attack will impart whatever element it's enchanted with into its strikes. However, now fighter shields do this as well with their attacks, but also with perfect blocks. So when you reflect with a perfect block, it damages the enemy. It often staggers them pretty heavy as well, if the shields are stable enough. So fighter shields can inflict that elemental bonus damage with their regular attacks or with perfect blocks. However, magic shield doesn't have any regular attacks. So the only effect you'll get out of an enchanted magic shield is from perfect blocks themselves. The exception being, well, it's not really an exception because these work off perfect blocks as well, the repose. But they add bonus effects and strengthen the magic. So what I'm getting at basically is there's no real point in using a permanent enchanted magic shield. There are only like 2 of them anyway, and they're not particularly good. So as you can see, since they're wet, well, as you can see if my lantern hadn't got drenched. Things that are soaked tend to be very vulnerable to being frozen. That can't be all of them. The quest didn't update. Cheeky blighter. Spin up there. The one place I didn't look. I thought I had the positions all memorized. I forgot about that lad. Also, since we're here, we'll go ahead and open up the shortcut. As well as watch out for these snakes. I said we would. Ah, golden egg. I'll go ahead and munch on that for kicks and giggles. It's actually a pretty massive curative. They're just exceedingly rare and they go bad very quickly. Novice braces. Not bad clothes to start out with. Scour report. Success. Then we'll go tango with an overgrown garden snake. Should have taken my lantern off. Okay, that's done, so we shouldn't have any more side quests, just these. That's a bit embarrassing. I don't know why I'm even doing that. We already have. We've done playthroughs and we have all our skills unlocked. So there's no need for discipline points. And we don't currently have a quest to kill rabbits. I will tuck down here and grab these Seeger's tokens though, before I forget. Never have enough of those. Also, a reminder, this is a very useful treasure chest for red classes, because you can get hide armor here, as well as No, that one's hide armor. There's this one over here that can have an iron shield or a mace or this hammer. Like the weather's been pretty bad in the game the past couple in-game days. No real sunshine. Okay, we're going to have to do the little training quest over here. I think it let us in, so yeah. To get it so bloody quickly. It's nothing to really make a huge deal out of. But it is I feel like it's a fairly well designed little tutorial here, teaching you some combat basics without really holding you out. And hey, certain enemies are weaker to magic than they are physical, and resist the other, and such like that. That you might have to, that you can work together with your pawns to accomplish various little tasks. Well, shame they didn't do even more with that, honestly. But again, the whole pawn thing was added in fairly rushed late in development because they wanted multiplayer co-op, but they couldn't get it working in time, so they threw this together, which is perfectly fine. I really like the boss. It has a shocking amount of depth to it, considering the way it came about. Especially considering how it came about. Alright, war bugles. Yeah, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So Meatloaf tells us. Okay, let's go and get this going. Remember to skip the cutscene. Don't want to get bonked by Capcom. Also, I should be switching to Eden's Warden. Our camera, what is he doing? Oh, we started that. Just recalled that we're going to get the Lost and Found quest as well, so let's get that started. Alright, we'll have to run back to Cassidy's because we need to talk to the chief. Maybe not. Oh yeah, we have to talk to the chief to actually pick the quest up. I thought we got it from him. There's just some nice bright sunlight. Chief should be up here. He usually is. Standing on the balcony. Right. Time to get witchy with it. I mentioned this before in the other playthrough, but just a reminder, if you do hold off on this quest, Lost and Found, you do need to be careful, because it's not very long after you deliver the Hydra head to Grand Sorum, so that quest will auto-fail on you, and it locks you out of a couple quest lines that are fairly important, because they're actually highly tied into the main story, as well as some good world building. It's basically okay, so you can deliver the head, and then you can talk to the Pawn Guild, but if you do the quest that they give you, where you go down to the Everfall and then the Evil Eye starts attacking and you run away, so if you do that quest, it will fail this one, because you waited too long and presumably she got caught in the Witchwood. Although I think she pops up again in Cassidy's. I could be mistaken about that though, but I think she does. Implying she didn't get caught, you just never met the witch. But regardless, whatever happens, you can't do the quest lines anymore. The 2 quest lines. But these bandits and such are respawn. The wolves probably have. Maybe not. Usually small enemies. Oh. The little fodder enemies respawn just overnight, typically. Yeah, so the bandits are back. Cassidy, I really should be making more use of me spells. Let's go ahead and do that. What on earth was that? It's like a bloody explosion. Okay. Oops. Come on, get up, huh? There we go. Looks like we got it. I do remember always getting in the bad habit of basically just running around like a bloody fighter and forgetting to actually cast me spells. Right, didn't take long. Although there should be more up here. Oi. Cheeky. Alright, let's toss some trigger. That's what that explosion was. I forgot she had that. It's a pretty handy attack for sort of crowd controlling. Well, small enemies. Specifically small but still strong enemies. Like the post game in Bitter Black, Grim Goblins and Greater Goblins. It's really handy there for wolves. Stuff that even though they're small, they can still pack a wallet. It's pretty useful with that. It's just generally there are other dagger skills that are more pressing. Although these are both rangers, so they don't particularly have that many dagger skills that are that important. Stand here with the wolves. Take care of that. Nice. Is there only spider there? You recall, in the first game, there will be a Bitter Black quest that takes a year, and one of the goblin shamans will be like right here. You have to climb that boulder to get to it. Cheeky bugger. Of course, this is the way we need to go to get to Selena's place. Oh, did you see that? They They have good knowledge of this area. They broke it on their own. That's what we like to see. How are you so damaged, love? I think that's all of it. Seems to be. Reminder, there's a bronze idol right here in the window. You can grab that at a game and just keep in your inventory, and it'll give you a tiny discount at shops. Okay. Yeah, she doesn't start doing the herb stuff just yet. Inventive pickaxe. I think of it. I'm aware that it was leaked that they are in fact working on the sequel to this finally, but I never have checked on any more news about that. See if there is any. I'll have to do that if I remember later. It occurs to me that I neglected. So this can have, yeah, wooden wall, a magic shield, but that's pretty much, it's like a rusted magic shield, and then this wooden wall is the next step up from that. So it's not particularly good. But even the one I have right here, I mostly just grabbed it because it looks nice for now. It's only a step or two above that, even so. Now, you can actually get this magic shield, which is really good. It's a good shield, because if you can upgrade it at least. If you can upgrade it to 3 stars, it gets improved blocking, which basically means it improves the stability of the shield. You can buy it from this lad up here at the Great Wall Encampment. Now, if you recall, we went last stream, took a trip down over here to the Tomb of the Unknown Traveller to grab Eden's Warden. Crept our way through the Ancient Quarry, which is also a place for Eden's Warden. Tiptoed up through the tulips through here to go into Soulflare Canyon, where we grabbed Almace and Coloured Wool. But we came out the other end here, so I wish I would have thought of it before ending stream last time, but just walk up here, up this hill, and go ahead and you can buy it from him, even from stage 1 of the game, even before going to Grand Soren. So then you have your weapons sorted, and a nice magic shield that'll hold you for a while, as long as you work on upgrading it. There's actually, and this is partially why I brought up the enchanted magic shields. So over here, Ophus's domain, this is the Finstorf area with a small cyclope Cyclops that the leader of the Lady Bandits keeps as a pet. Well, one of these treasure chests has a Thunderkite shield, which is about medium tier magic shield wise, but it's permanently thunder enchanted, as one might expect from its name. And I was thinking about that shield popping in my mind, and it's actually a better shield than this one. Not by much, but a bit. Actually, I'm not sure if it gets the improved blocking at the 3-star plus upgrade, so this shield might actually be better. Either way, you can grab both of them for going over there pretty easily. Just don't kill the Cyclops if you want to befriend Alphas. That would be a boo-boo. Well, we need to report back to the chief. And he's this way, not that way. I have a habit of sheathing, like Monster Hunter. I can make it, but I've developed. Okay. They're both made by Capcom. That counts, doesn't it? There the chief is. Oh. Should be free to go now. Most of the... Oh bugger. I need to actually check the notice boards. There should be more available. Well, there's possibly more available. Giant bats. Oh, right, we have to catch the thief. Tell you what, I'll do that off stream, I guess, since I've already... The side quests that aren't really time sensitive, I guess I'll do that way, since I've already shown every side quest in the game on stream. I don't know. It's not like it'd take too long to do it, I suppose. Well, the painful part about this is waiting for the bloody grocer over here to show up, because he likes to go walk about outside the village. And it's just a right pain. What? Okay, we got lucky, he's over here. Wagging his chin. Okay, let's see how many times we fail on catching this wanker over here. And the wait begins. Hopefully he doesn't take too long like he sometimes does. There he is. Okay. Easy as. Kakadori. And that candidate is sleeping overnight as well, I'm pretty sure, so shouldn't have to worry about it getting dark on us as we escort the Hydra. Maybe. Of course, neither day doesn't particularly matter. It's pretty scripted what happens during this particular little quest. Alright, this notice board. Shan't want to forget it. It had stuff. Snakes. Amusingly, both of those are really easy to... I guess we are high enough level that people that are fully decked out, that have went straight to Bitter Black, start with. Well, there's no guarantee that they're our level as well. There's also that to consider. I think I overbuffed for this. Actually, yeah, see that? See how it's firing 3 of them? This language is pretty good. Come on down. You're not the one I expected to come down. It's normally you. Ah, there he goes. Some quick casting. Quite a tall lady, aren't you? That don't make my character quite short. Can't quite remember. Can you think of it? That's yeah. I would have been disappointed if any of them were actually hurt particularly badly. As kitted out as they are. Well, I guess they're not super kitted out. Do you say those goblins were drunk? No, it reached. Wait. What's going on here? Why is there only one? I was about to say, they go. Okay, they loaded in now. That's weird. Strange. Guess that's why they were hesitating on their aim so bloody much. They were confused. Since things were trying to load in. Oh, oops. Right, we're escorting. Oh dear. We don't have a mage with us, so we can't cheese it by kicking the bugger either. That's a bit of a shame. Normally you would, huh? Normally you would though. Because you'd be coming through here like pre-level 10. So the odds are fairly high. You have at least one mage. I believe there were two more harpies somehow popped up there. How strange. Mind if your pawns are competent, you can always just hop up here. Just take a little ride. But there should be some wolves over here, so need to stick close. Yeah, there they are. Let's go ahead and set up the trap. Yeah, wolvies. That's weird, normally they're running up here already. Yeah, let's pull them. There they go. Come on. Well, okay. Can't be stubborn about it. One ran into that one anyway. Unfortunately, I keep forgetting to bring a mage staff. Guess we'll do that. We'll grab one of those and get across. So we can trigger this rock fall. Although, can't just steer it this way. That's it. Coming yet. Don't suppose. Yeah, didn't think so. Or money. Although, as you can tell, we've sort of long past the need for money at this point. I suppose these didn't fall. Let's see, there's another over here. I think there's one on the other side as well, but you can't get it. Yeah. Right there. But you can't get it if you don't have a buyer. Now we definitely went this far down this path, so I don't understand why that boulder didn't trigger already. But perhaps it's... I was about to say perhaps it's scripted to only trigger this initial time when the cart's coming through, but I am certain that I pre-triggered it before by just walking forward. Could be a false memory though. Most of the time I'm playing some sort of yellow class, so I just shoot the bloody thing. It's just that one wolf left, isn't it? Yeah. Everyone's in there now. Time for a goblin ambush. Actually, we should be able to trigger the cutscene if we come down here. Maybe. Yeah. I really should have paid attention. Guess we did it quick enough there. The ones behind didn't spawn. Seems so. Those who made some sort of explosion. Pick that up because we know we have a delivery there involving taking one to the lane. We're not too far away from that. We are. What did they do to that lad? They sent him a long way. Alright, we just have a couple little packs of bandits. You can already see one of the buggers down there. And then we're armed free. Down this side, one on this side. Oh, two on each side. Good to know. Oh, there we go. Okay, starting to push me like, so I should probably stop kicking now. It's just right over there. I'm glad that the cutscene kicked in right there because I'm pretty sure I kind of glitched into a stuck position right there. Can't say that that had happened in that particular spot before. But alright. Oops, my grapes have rotten. Bastards. Don't need to keep those. As usual, I generally like to just let them pick up and use their own curatives. It's always nice to have self-sufficient bombs. She hasn't picked up anything particularly useful for her, unfortunately. Should have a lot of escorts. Yeah, this one beyond the Starny Cage this is so New Game Plus is there's a handful of new notice board quests for you to do, and this is one of them. She wants to go to the Healing Spring or way up. Actually, which Healing Spring does she want to go to? Maybe just be this one. No, it's I'm pretty sure it's this one up here. That's where most of them want to go to. Healing Springs want to go. Alright. Okay, bigger Grimoire quests. Yeah, you can actually buy Eden's Warden from Caxton, but as you can, look at the price on it. That's a chunk, especially early on when you're first starting out. Also, come to think of it, no, broadsword's what he starts at. Yeah. This is New Game Plus. He has an expanded inventory. He has his full inventory, even though this is the beginning of the game. So that Eden's Warden will not appear until quite a bit into the game for you. So its broadsword was the best thing he has there. It's a nice looking sword, but it's not particularly stout, unfortunately. It's fine starting out with, of course, but yeah. So since it's the New Game Plus, we can't really show off inventories as they are when you first start. Now this lad over here needs a white stone. Dragon Circlet, that's there. I guess there's something about her hairstyle made the Dragon Circlet look off to me. Another notice board right here. If you hadn't figured out, this one's basically for hunting quests and the other's for deliveries. And I'll go and talk to this lad. Now, right, it's accepting this quest, but not having to do it that unlocks Mason. To give us the Seeking Shadows quest, which or Chasing Shadows quest rather, which unlocks Madeline's shop. And just a reminder, if you're playing female characters, either you or your pawn or both, she gives information about the grimoire. That her shop is very valuable for you. That, or if you're playing yellow classes as well. Right, we're looking for Mason. Finding him, of course, is the issue. If he's not around here. I'm having vague memories of you having to actually leave the city and come back before he pops up. But I'm not sure if that's for this quest or a later one. For whatever reason, I can never keep that straight. I didn't see him down here, and he wasn't at his usual spots, so seems to be the case. We'll go ahead and use a regular fairy stone just to get it out of my inventory. Normally I'd wait until we completed a worm hunt quest to change our outfit, but I figure I'll go ahead and do that now, since kinda got the itch to tinker around with some bits of black. Okay, I need to deposit something. What was it? Maybe I was just mistaken. Okay, the brigandine jerkin, that's correct. Gonna cosplay Savani. Yeah, there we go. She can stay as she is for now. What was it? Don't need this stuff anymore. I did change. Sorry, I did forget one change. There we go. Angel's Sanctum. Angel's Sanctum is a very pretty magic shield. As you can see, it's quite lovely. Nice polished silver colour. Let's go ahead and do this. Store HP. It's actually a post-game shield. You can get it in the post-game. Caxton will sell it. But you can also find it in chests in the Tainted Mountain before you fight the dragon. So technically you can get it before post-game. But it is late. And I imagine it can be found in Bitter Black as well. Quite recalled that just yet. I think wargs are weak to fire. He's drawing a blank, but I think they are. Yeah, it is. And what's in here will be hobgoblins and the cyclops, so switch to lightning for the cyclops. You notice we killed both snakes, even though the other one was a decent distance away, and I didn't have Abyssal Anguish anymore because I switched weapons. Well, that was lightning enchantment. Calls chain lightning. Lightning's pretty handy. Oh yeah, Death's gonna show up. He's not the biggest fan of lightning either. Sea skulking a bit over there, well. I think when we start another playthrough in the future, we might do something a bit different. Maybe try a run into Bitter Black Isle with level 10 and basically stay there. Build ourselves up that way, using whatever equipment we can find. It's also solo runs. Also, that for people that like to play solo, don't particularly care for the pawns. That's definitely a viable way to play. You can become just ridiculously overpowered. Well, you can in general, you can soak in your pawns, but you can get even more insane solo because of a couple of perks that Assassin has available, namely autonomy. Pre-Dark Arisen, so back when it was Vanilla Dragon's Dogma. Alright. I yet again forgot to grab a staff. One of you failed, didn't you? Also, I'm not seeing the Cyclops anymore. Since it isn't here, what is this language? Since it isn't here, it'll pop up when we come in here again. Re-enter the room, rather. But we'll switch to ice to fight the hobgoblins. Or die will fail. Besides the circlets, I kind of like that one quite a bit. It's pretty cute. Oh yeah, autonomy. So, Assassin has something called autonomy, which raises your stats by a certain percentage. I think it's 20 or so. But in base game, all of the augmentations, honestly, Sylvan Bow, that's a pretty stout bow to start out with. It's upper mid tier, if I recall correctly. But anyway, when they came out with Dark Arisen, they changed the way some of the augments worked. Specifically, they capped the amount you could boost your stats with augments. I think it's 80%, so you can boost your attack, magic defense by 80%. Whereas there wasn't a cap. Well, that's purely through augments. Of course, you can stack parry apps and the like on top of that, and end up doubling those stats as well, in addition to the augmented buffs. So they got rid of that, or they capped that. But in vanilla Dragon's Dogma, there weren't such a cap. So Assassin was quite literally God mode, because nothing could touch you, and you just melted everything when you were running around at night, because there's an augment that highly buffs your stats at night, and then the other one, Autonomy, I think it's Autonomy, that highly buffs them when you're alone, with no pawns, not even your main pawn with you. Pretty bonkers. Even with the cap though, that's still a very large amount of buffs you can give yourself. Yeah, something easy to purify. Yeah, talk to him. Complete that quest. I'm trying to think. We need to get something Dragon Forged and then rarify it. It's a shame it doesn't already count that you already have rarefied equipment after the fact already. You don't need to discipline farm. What are you doing? Absolute loony. We'll go in here first. So we'll need fire. Actually, use Holy. We don't have a skeleton key, do we? No, I'll have to grab it over here. Also, the airtight flasks are valuable. Ran out of stamina. They get for not paying attention again. So massacre. That's basic sorcerer armor. That's what they're wearing in the preview, the class preview screen. I don't particularly care for it personally, the way it looks. Alright, let's close the game. And yet a bloody again, I forgot to grab a star. Oh dear. It just isn't my day. So, reminder, these man-eaters are weak to ice. By all means, open it. Oh, bugger. I'm having a bit of an issue where my left L1 key, L1 button isn't wanting to behave. Ah, bugger. Guess man-eater is a bit too strong for these spawns. Still, it's a shame, but how close are we to leveling? Not too bad. I will re-equip Cursed Light, so we can get some healing from this. Should be some pets. Not much healing from that, unfortunately. Not. I do believe I've mentioned this before, but just in case. Alright, we'll need scrap iron. I was talking about damage, physical damage types last stream, about how melee weapons are separated into blunt damage and slashing damage or cutting damage. Well, bows, so arrows, are considered blunt damage, so they really do a number on skellies. And we had double jump, but levitate, we could get over there. Some might like these pauldrons that she picked up. Me, not so much. I imagine they'd go better with heavier armor types. And personally, I've never cared for the heavily armored look. Just not my aesthetic. There's a nice heal, but I'm kind of wanting to hold on until we get a level here soon. Is that the only one? Luckily for him. I forget what that actually does. Right, Gears Torpor in a group. It's pretty handy. They're okay. Those are alright. Quite like them. Should be alright. Choose. So, make sure to I'm going to save again. Just to save ourselves from the tedium of doing that again. I think we might. Well, actually no. We probably could take him down. Your last. There we are. Shame getting levels, hasn't it? Well, that was unfortunate. Shame getting a level doesn't improve your stamina, full heal your stamina like it does your health. Yeah, this one always casts lightning for whatever reason. Speaking of lightning, where's Candy for? Alright, love, where are you? So he really doesn't want to trigger until we... Not so tough now, are you, lads? Gargoyles so weak to lightning. Just as a reminder. Was that the lad that was up there? Seems so. Oh dear, that was almost real bad. Now the question is, do we take her with oh bugger, that came out of nowhere, sorry about that. Did we tango with... Wait, I never died with Theo before? That can't be right. I probably just never actually moused over it before. On this account. I never actually worn it. But yeah, did we bother with... if we could get the helmet on, what level are we? I don't think it's worth it. We'll get it some other time. Because with melee, we'll sort of start smacking him on the foot, on his right foot. But we had, if the pawns could contribute a decent amount of damage, it'd be a bit different. But fortunately, that's not the case. Just more leap bombs down there right now, I believe. So nothing worth bothering with. Will, however, should get some rancid bait meat. Oh, that's actually surprising. That's bait meat's pretty much the most common thing you can get from those chests. Looks like we're not going to get any those ogre spawn. That's alright. I think we'll do a fight up in the arena area, the arena room. What's it called? The Rotunda of Dread. And then we'll go to the next rest area in there. Or past the room that's in there. Sleeper ass. Workers close. Not particularly impressive finding that chest, unfortunately. And just the basic greatsword. Okay, what's Soil wise or leech. Forget which one actually spawns in here. Ah, a well, okay. That takes priority. Need to go down there and stop him from casting. Oh, he's healing. Okay. I think we've got him licked now. I hope that's our spell. Lose. That wasn't too bad. Yet again, I forgot. So, he would have melted a lot quicker if I would have cast Official Language before doing that. But unfortunately, since I forgot what actually spawned in the room when I stood up on the balcony, it aggroed him and he started casting his spells, so there wouldn't have been time to cast it. Well, there likely wouldn't have been time to cast it before his cast got off. Never lucky. Oh, I should let them grab that. Not sure if they'd actually use it though. There are some of these curatives that they want to use on their own. Okay, what's in the next room? Greater goblins. What are they weak to? Not fire. Unlike grim goblins. Oh, grim goblins are weak to holy. It's I, still it isn't, is what I say. Although we will need to switch over to Caliborn for the cockatrice that's in there. That's certainly a thing. Before anything else though, I'm gonna finally grab a bloody star. It's only taken me 2 bloody streams to remember. I'm a missing knight, I'm not a fighter. Notice the shields on the back. I must say, aesthetically, I greatly prefer the look of the fighter having the shield on the arm as opposed to the back. Alright, I need to. Is it later in the game we get that one? Maybe. I should have kept the wake stone. Okay, let's grab us a staff. Alright, now we can proceed after that distraction's over. Probably should have switched to Calibor for that. Because with the water and the thunder strike effect, the chain lightning effect, rather. Would have been pretty handy for killing those painlessly. Even nice in these chests. Now these can surprisingly hit like a truck. Despite being goblins. So just in case. I seem to have been right. I bet. What they're weak to. Never mind, maybe they're weak to lightning. Well, it's difficult to tell because when she casts Fulmination, they kind of naturally say strike with lightning. Why can't I remember what they're weak to? I used to have this stuff down. Shame. Should be some more chamois in here. So much for that. Okay, up here is Siren and Ogre. Ogre's weak to fire. We didn't know that. Bleach Lens is a really good short bow. Why that staff in particular? Who knows? I also just remembered why I went to that stream. Sirens are weak to dark, I think, and actually resist totally. Hello, lad. Top of the morning. Not paying very much attention, are you? There you are. She's still in there. Jeez. Bugger. My stamina. Forms, please. She seems to be on fire. Someone please kill her while she heals herself. Okay. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't. Drops weren't spectacular. Ogre's spoon. Also, reminder, Divine Circo can be found in that. Really, really good piece of armor for red classes, and it looks really nice. Let it go. Yeah, do watch out for those. We call that bad news. That's a dead bird. He is terribly weak to lightning. Also, Abyssal Anguish really juices up your attacks. It's an actual grind that I keep forgetting to use it properly. It's definitely worth the cast time. If you're going to actually get in close and find it all. Is there anything else to look at? Don't think so. There might be its chest over here. Let's go to the rest area. Surprisingly, I haven't done many level ups. Yes. There are else. Throw blasts are key to sort of achieve the speed running through here. Solo. Or with the bomb, whatever strikes your fancy. It's like there for with red crystals. And of course there's a moonbeam gem right there. I hope you recall those. Also, the box just chock-a-block full of throw blasts down here. You can use them to cheese the next boss and get quite a few level ups. Don't know if we'll actually fight the boss just yet though, this stream. I guess we'll end on that actually. I sure has taken the time that out for me there. Oh, wrong weapon. That chest is extremely rare to have. There we go. It's so rare for that chest to have a money in it. Some pretty bad luck. Off mask. Twilight Thieves. Mind you, those ever full armor set for Ranger and Assassin classes. Pretty nice sort of lightly armored ninja look. Moonstone, all the way over here. How'd that happen? Huh? How bizarre. It is. Is there a mining ore right here? Yeah, it's right there. So, fun fact, normally these mining ores you need a pickaxe to acquire the bounty. However, an explosive will also do the trick. Or if you have a hammer, if you're a warrior and you have a hammer, you can knock them loose like that. So some sort of explosion hit this, but not sure how or why. Don't think maces will do it. I think it has to be a hammer. What am I inflicted with? Status. Torpo. Okay. I'll get rid of the torpo. Trying to roll in the water to get rid of the fire, but no, it's going there. They're more lizardmen, where are they? Now that can have a man-eater in it. I'd be wary of that. Oh, hello there. That should have been... Shoot. Yeah, there's one more around. This is another one that can have a man-eater. Honestly, most of these chests around here can. Alright, let's go poke a giant eye, shall we? So this is going to be a little more, well, potentially more troublesome for a red class than yellow or blue. Over here. Let's go around so I can get that eye. Disgusting bloody maestro, really. Let's see if... Can I reach? Yes. If that grabber doesn't grab me. Come on, come on. You can do it, lass. Just need to get on the eyeball. No. I'm hoping he starts charging his laser in a moment. That's our best chance. Okay, I think he's gathering the gas. He gets that going. Maybe not. It's a bit awkward to climb on him when he's yeah. There we go. See, this pawn knows what she's doing. That was the gazer. There's Mystic Knight, sort of. Basically fought him like we would a fighter. I think this lands him. Make sure to pick up the goodies he got. He actually didn't drop an abyssal eye. That's super unlucky. Of course we have plenty of them, so it doesn't particularly matter. Surprised Barak isn't here. It's rats that are here. Speaking of rats and bats, okay, I see now. Also, reminder, first thing you need to do is make sure you go up here and unlock this shortcut. Otherwise you're going to be kicking yourself when you need to get to a particular place in this dungeon quickly. Loves, I literally just opened it. A bit late for their dialogue, isn't it? Of course we can already complete the Bob sculpture. Careful. We have few of them just appear. This why. The thing about this one is it's not a delivery, it's just hey, do you have one of these? You have 7. So use some of them on upgrading equipment. Okay, the full 30. Might as well. And that's what we store. For now. Why am I going to use that? Let me think, is there anything that well, I already have opening all the doors, of course, so no. Just goes to a collection. But alright. So, I think that'll about do it for this one. We'll, guess we'll move along some main story nonsense next time. My next stream we might play some Apex, I don't know. Kind of go backwards and forwards. We'll see how it goes. But until then, hope you enjoyed. See you next time.